Welcome along to another interview. This time it's Get to Know the DJ, your Friday night DJ. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. I've got the DJ Care Bear from the Party Den in the studio with me. And I'm going to call her Tracy tonight. Good evening, Tracy. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
I've caught you just after your show and you're going to sit down and I'm going to persecute you with some questions. I'm only kidding, I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to ask you some 10 questions. Not 10, we're going to double it tonight. I know,
No pressure.
No pressure at all. But we're just going to sit and have a chat. By the way, that was a great show. It was some cracking. See your first 20 minutes tonight.
You enjoy it?
Oh, I was absolutely banging in the green room. I was like loving it. It was like, yeah, here we go.
Good.
Yeah.
Good
So
stuff.
yeah, are you enjoying your Party Den prime time show? Let me get the name. Are you enjoying it?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Thoroughly.
Aye.
Yeah.
You sound like robotic there. That oh yes I am. Thank you. There's that tenor right there. You go. Right, so I've got some questions. We're going to split it into past, present, and future. Ouch! I just hit myself with something. We're going to do it past, present, and future. And then we'll cut to a wee song, let you get a wee drink, and then we'll come back. Right, so you've got 3 minutes to do any refreshments, and we'll get 3 songs from you. So without further ado, let's do this. What are your earliest memories of music, and how did they influence your love for it?
Well, my earliest memories must go back to when my mum was probably doing her housework and music was in the background all the time.
Yeah, same as my mum.
So yeah, so you had like my mum playing like likes that Erasure and Pet Shop Boys and loads of different kinds of music my mum liked. So there was always something in the background
Yeah,
on her big stereo.
yeah. And so were you influenced with 80s music?
Probably, yeah, you probably could say that.
And
yeah,
it was the
right back
early
then.
electro music that obviously
Yeah,
when we
OMD
get-
and stuff.
yeah,
Uh-huh, yeah.
Pet Shop Boys.
Mhm.
So you were into
Erasure.
it was the more electronic kind of dance bands back in the
Yeah,
80s.
well, that's what I remember my mum playing.
Right, okay. So as you start going through life and start growing up, you obviously find your own diverse ideas and stuff like that of what music is for you. So
Yeah.
that's moving on to question number 2. Growing up, how did how did watching DJs in the early 90s shape your understanding for music and obviously the DJ kind of side of things? So you obviously were watching a lot of television, you were saying?
Yeah, well, thinking back, I mean, you had likes of Top of the Pops,
Right.
and you had like Hitman and Her on the TV kind of thing. So yeah, watching things like that.
Yeah, well, I watched them. I mean, do you remember you had to be good to stay up?
To stay up late, yes. Uh-huh.
And then you were out with the VHS recording it just to get all the tunes so you could play it back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do remember.
Do you
I
remember?
remember those days. I was showing my age.
So I'm watching them, and obviously the birth of dance music. You know, obviously it came with a style of clothes and stuff like that. And I know you, so that just let's put this out there. We've known each other for about primary 5.
Yeah.
I've stalked you all my life, kind of. I watched you grow up. You stayed in the same housing scheme as myself up there in Hunter Hill. So I watched how you dressed, and we went through a stage of 88, 89. We started coming with the baggy jeans, the Bazzini
Yeah.
jeans, the troop trainers and all of that.
And of course, don't forget, everybody had their ghetto blasters out in the street, so you were listening to music
Yeah.
when you were out in the street as well.
Uh-huh. So that was the kind of scene that was being created at the time. And we all wanted to be cool. We all wanted to be. Do you remember putting bottle tops on your trainers?
Yeah, I do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What was the bottle?
Was it no Grosh? I
Was it
think?
grow?
Grosh.
So it was.
Grosh,
So it
so
was. It was
Yeah.
grow. Aye. We started to get into the rave music, and we knew that the older people who were a couple of years older were going to illegal raves and were hearing about it and stuff like that, and
Yep.
we were getting excited. As the same for yourself.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Can you share any I hate this word, specific, not as in the ocean, specific moment from the 90s that made you think, I love this music?
Well, I remember watching like the Shaman on Top of the Pops and thinking, oh wow,
Yeah.
amazing.
Can you remember watching QFX on Top of the Pops? TTF?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I remember like going to the record shops and stuff for you, and the posters and putting them on the walls, and looking at all the lyrics sometimes in the magazines that you bought.
Was there a moment, as I said there, a specific moment that you went along to somewhere and went, wow, I love this?
Well, funny enough, you actually took me to see the Shaman at the Civic Centre in Motherwell.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah,
That's
and
right. And we got the bus. We got the
We
bus
did.
through George's Square
Yeah.
and stuff like
Me,
that. Pure
you, and
proper
some
ravers.
friends. Yeah.
Some friends.
Some
No,
friends.
we were the ravers. We were the ravers, you know, because I remember going into Civic Centre, Tracy, and it was all that, oh, what's going on here? And we get right down the front. And I turned around and looked at people, and people were standing with their arms folded, nodding their heads, and I'm like, wait a minute, the Utah Saints and the Shaman are about to come on stage. So was that a moment?
That was definitely a big moment, because I was that used to see them on the TV, so suddenly they were in front of me.
Yeah.
In real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that passion for that style of music. I mean, I do know you. I remember loads of stories of going to get records, sitting in a bedroom in Hunter Hill, and Jackie's house.
Yeah, MTV on the telly.
Yeah, and all the lyrics of the Shaman written in the wall.
Yep.
And it was a game to see who could remember all the lyrics. I loved it. After. I'll move on, Tracy. What made you decide finally to take up DJing after all the years of being a music fan, getting yourself involved, being a mum of many children?
4.
4 children, spending all that time. What made you go, right, I'm going to get involved in this music scene?
Actually, it was a quite accidental curiosity. Going,
Well, you know what happened with curiosity.
Oh yeah, I asked some questions and suddenly I'm here. Which I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I know. I can see. I can
it.
see you enjoying it, and I mean,
I'm learning.
A lot of people might think that I have some sort of doings or some dealings with your show. It's all yourself, and we're going to find that out, Tracy. We're going to find that out over the next 40 minutes of playing some music and asking you some questions. When I say 40 minutes, we've got about 30 minutes to go, right? But we're going to find that out. That I don't actually have anything to do with your show, and I actually, when you're on, whether you're coming for your location or whether you're doing it in live in the studio, I listen to it. I listen to it in the green room, and I you were away for 2 weeks in Gran Canaria, and I didn't know how to fill it, so I just went UK hardcore on a bit of trance.
I was listening in.
Right? How did I do?
Not bad, but I'm glad I'm back.
You bugger. Right, so let's move on. Right, so how did you feel to transition from being a music lover and an observer of music to actually learning the craft?
Well, to be honest, it's different. It's definitely different. I quite like the thought of me picking my own music.
Right.
I like looking for it. Rather than somebody else going, here, listen to this.
Right.
I actually quite like sourcing it myself. I quite like sourcing it myself.
We'll dig into it. We'll dig into it. Ask you a couple of questions later on. You can tell me how you go about that and all of that stuff. So what did that actually ask you there? Right. So and been observer and actually learning the craft. So what kind of things have you learnt? And when I say, I mean, I know you've learnt editing. Do you like editing?
I actually do.
You
For
do?
somebody that's not very tech savvy, I've actually learnt quite a lot.
Right, okay.
Yeah, much to the amusement of my daughter. So who actually helps me with my phone and things like that. So yeah, the fact I've learnt quite technical things to do with music.
I sit and watch you play with the tractor mixer, and you prefer the actual turntables rather than me, because I like the tractor Pro 3 on the computer. I like playing for that, or it's set up on the tablet. You actually play with the Gemini MDJ 900s. and you're quite a dab hand with that. I mean, as you said to you, the beat matching and all that carry on, that's a wee bit confusing, but you're getting there with that.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And you like the radio side of things. So
Yeah.
if I flung you out at a gig, you would be like, ah!
Yeah.
But you like sitting doing the radio, you like sitting... and it's something that I think you're absolutely great at. I mean, the confidence has come on brilliant, Tracy. I mean,
If you'd asked me like 5 years ago, would I be sitting doing this today? Probably,
I did ask you 5 years ago,
probably would have
and you
said,
said
not
no.
a chance, not a chance.
You did.
But yeah, curiosity grew and I asked a question, and as I say, here I am today learning.
Yeah, fantastic. So, what was the most challenging part of learning, as I said, learning DJ, learning to be a DJ, especially after having such a long history in music as a listener?
Like I've just said, I think getting to grips with the technicalities of the buttons and kind of the ins and outs of it all, kind of thing. Slow process for me, but you're being quite patient with me, so I think I'm learning.
There's a million buttons.
There's a lot, yeah, and I know there's a lot still to learn.
Yeah, but there's a million buttons, and if you just split it into one channel per channel, and you get the understanding. But as we said, we're working on the beat matching, and you're very, very conscious of, am I getting this right? So at the moment, you're just liking playing the tunes, introducing them, telling you a wee bit about them, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable at this stage now.
Great, and I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Tracy, we're going to get you to pick a wee song, but we'll get a couple more questions before we do that.
Right,
how did your relationship with me influence your approach to DJing and your music selection? Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. I have nothing to do with your music.
No.
I don't pick it.
No.
So tell me, how? Right, so my influence, obviously, a dance DJ, and I know you like the Melbourne, the 128.
I did, I really did.
So tell me, how did you get from 128 to 180 BPM?
I've got no idea. To tell the truth, if my ears like it, then that's it. It clicks, it's simple as that. It clicks with me, and that's it, I like it.
And it's not all 180.
No,
it's
right across the board. I'm learning. I'm finding that.
And what I'm noticing, I'm picking this from your show. You've got a 20-minute segment at the beginning where you're fast.
Yep.
Then you've got a middle section, and then you try to wind it down. So it leaves it open for me to come in with old school, whether I'm going to go hard. And I love it. And it's great, and it all works hand in hand. So yeah.
And it's just naturally happened. It's not actually been planned like that. It's just happened.
Brilliant, and it's a great wee format that you're enjoying doing.
Yeah.
So we've got another 2 questions, then we'll move, as I said, we're splitting this into 3 wee segments, past, present and future, and we've got 2 more to go. Looking back, how do you think your experience from the 90s has it helped in your current role as a DJ on the primetime show? You know how to pick a tune, right?
Probably liking music for a start, just generally liking music.
Yeah, because in the 90s we were boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yes.
I mean, we were courting and stuff. I mean, we'd go to record.
Watch you.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, you'd watch me and Robert, because
Yep.
Robert would bring a lot of music in, but we would go record hunting sometimes.
Yeah.
We would go record shopping.
Yeah, I was always tagging along at the record shops and helping you go through some. And
then,
I get the first listen of most of the music that was out, kind of thing. So
and all the promos and all the white labels we were buying, you were getting. So knowing how to pick a banger, that has obviously been something that you enjoy. There's songs out there that you're like, that's alright. There's, like, for instance, I remember your reaction when Lost Witness brung out that tune, no Lost Witness, like Lost Frequencies.
Loved
Frequencies, Where Are You Now?
Right.
No, what was it? No, that was Alan Walker. But I remember,
the Lost Frequencies,
right, and I remember you going, what a tune that is, and I called that months before. Billy Gillis's tunes, Symmetrics Boys,
Kimmick, loads of them, loads to mention, far too many to mention.
Brilliant, and that's the thing, you just knowing how to spot a banger, I presume. Yeah.
Usually within the first, 5 to 10 seconds, I think personally, you either like it, you don't.
Right, and then so you give it another 10.
Absolutely, and then I've made up my mind.
right? Because I know when I've been doing a wee couple of remixes, your feedback is totally honest. And I mean, we're not going to say bad language here, but sometimes you'll be like, what is that, Glenn? That's absolutely beep. So yeah, I know, but and I'm like, right, well, roll with me, let me remix it and let me carry on, and then you come back and you say, yeah, that's rubbish. So you do know how to spot a banger.
Yeah.
I know it's not on the questions, but who would you say are some of the big rollers at the moment? Let's name drop.
Okay. I think right now you're talking about Symmetric.
Right, Symmetrics. They're on fire. Kimmick, Dundee boys.
Obviously Billy Gillis, without a doubt.
There
Hannah Lang.
Hannah.
Absolutely. She is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Right. And I know you do a lot of this European stuff, so you look over across...
Oops.
Yes, he's just absolutely dropped a camera, so we'll keep this camera up here and we'll figure out...
I'm a bit excited.
I went and bang some, but it's alright, we're live. And we'll roll with the one camera until we finish. So what were we saying there, Tracy?
We're talking about like the big ones out there.
The big ones,
yep.
Yeah. And what would you say? What would you say that is?
Well, I think Hannah Lang's quite inspirational because she's like one of the most popular females out there DJing, and she's doing really, really, really well. So yeah, I look at her. I actually look up to her, and she's doing amazing.
Right, so we've got this other camera. Give me a wee second. Sorry guys, we are live and I just knocked the camera down. So wait, we'll get Tracy back in. We'll get Tracy back in the shot. Right, there we go. We'll keep it down here so we can't drop it. Right, so we've got on to, so you were saying Hannah and stuff like that. Symmetrics are back in Scotland, and you were telling me earlier on, you were saying something about their new song Caroline. What was it you were saying? That Scotland are adapting it as their national anthem?
National anthem, yes, apparently. Yeah, that's the word.
The ravers absolutely,
they're loving it.
Absolutely love the boys. They're doing great things with colours. They're working hard. They're constantly pushing themselves. Same as Billy, same as Hannah. They're always active. They're always busy, and they're always getting themselves out there. So yeah, there you go. Moving on to your next question before the next song. Was there a specific moment during your training, which I know you've been doing this 14 months, Tracy, and that's very short, by the way.
Yeah.
Any moment during your training you felt, I've got this, I'm a DJ now?
Well, not to blow my own trumpet,
right?
But yeah, I think looking back in the last 14 months of all the people's tracks that I've played, and then to see those names as a lineup at Colours, I think
a Colours Fest.
The Colours Fest was actually like, what? I've been playing them for the last 14 months.
Yeah, and well, maybe 2 years you've done your research, you've been pushing the guys, and there's a few other guys you've got in the background that you're slowly, you're slowly pushing them, you're playing their music, and
you might see them just appearing up.
Yeah, and I think colours, I think platform with the arches, I think all the stuff that Ricky and the whole, all the events, the whole team there are constantly looking for new talent, Tracy, and that's the platform that you offer because you're the one that's going to play it. I used to play the tunes that people want, but I don't. I'll enjoy my old school. I'm starting to become a 50-year-old fart, right? So, and you're down with it. You're down with it, and you're playing the tunes. So here's the thing: is there a tune out there that you think that is going to be an absolute belter? It's due out soon.
There's quite a few actually. Right. I think there's one. I think it's Kimmick.
Oh, right.
Possibly. Yes, I think they're. I think one coming out very soon.
Right, okay. Friday?
Possibly, yes.
Right, okay. So I leave that right.
Okay.
Right. Anything else that's doing it for you now?
Symmetric.
Right.
Absolutely, the boys are doing fantastic.
And I know you're a big fan of Hannah there as well.
Yep.
Popping, that's due out soon.
Yeah, that's one to listen
I know
to.
You said, have you got it? I says, no, I don't know, I'm not on our promo list, but I would love to. And you were like, I thought you were going to have it when I come back from holiday.
Yeah.
So talking about that, we're going to go go to a song. This was the past questions, Tracy. So we're going to move on to the present once we come back after this track. What's the track that you've got for me?
Utah Saints and Something Good.
Here it is. Welcome back. It's the Party Den live and direct on a Friday night. It's the summer sessions. Oh, and we've only got one more week of the summer sessions, and then we're going to head into summer, into winter. Come on. Anyway, guys, I've got the Care Bear in the studio with me, aka Tracy. I've asked her already 9 questions. If you missed any of the interview, you can listen back. It'll be up on our website at thepartyden.co.uk. So let's go into some present questions. Number 10, Tracy. What does it feel like to host the primetime show on the Party Den every Friday night?
It's brilliant. It's actually quite a privilege and I'm enjoying it. So
Yeah, so you're enjoying it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And what kind of benefit do you get from it?
Honestly, I get a wee USB with all my tunes so I can listen to it in the car, which I actually do car test every single tune.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Right,
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Right, so I was watching. What was the boys' Huts
Yep.
cuts. I was watching the boys
There's been quite a few.
for Europe who go out and
Yep.
car test their tunes, and when it's a new remix, I need to listen to it in the car. So, who's in the car with you, by the way?
Usually the kids who also give it a thumbs up, and my wee boy Ryan, who loves some of the tunes.
Our
Yeah.
wee boy. Our
wee boy.
Aye.
It's me that does the driving. He's so.
And he tells you, so he's your ambassador of Mum, this is a banger.
Mum put that song on. Mum
Right.
put that, and then it's on repeat. Yeah, till we get to wherever we're going.
Alright, okay. And are you nervous hosting your show? Are you nervous? I mean, I know
I was at the start. I think I'm getting more comfortable.
Yeah. Your mic work, you're editing, you're doing
Yeah,
a
it's
lot of
coming
things
on.
very quick.
Yeah, it's coming
The
on.
DJing, I watched actually when you were doing your show the day, the night of the day, the afternoon, the evening, when you were doing your show there, I came in and I take a couple of pictures and I done a wee video there, and I just thought you're just in your realm. You were headphones on, you were in your wee zone, and you were talking to me, but obviously it's quiet in the studio. This is the thing that people don't realise, it's quiet in the studio, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not boom, boom, boom,
No.
boom, right? So, and you come in there and you're like, you give me a fright prowling about and stuff like that. I say, sorry, I'm just doing a couple of wee TikToks and a wee video. And I'm watching you and you're away in your wee zone. And aye. So, good. You are enjoying it?
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
Good. Right, you want to take George Bowie's show?
No, you're alright.
You're happy with the party then?
Aye.
Go
Right,
on.
I'm comfy here.
Go on.
Who knows?
Oh no! Damn, what have we done?
We'll see.
Right, how do you prepare for a show each week? Do you have any rituals or routines?
Actually, yeah.
You do?
I do. Obviously, I set aside some time.
Right.
And I source certain people.
Right, okay. What
and
do you mean
look
you
at-
source certain people? What do you bring in the, I know get a wee bowl and a hair of the cat and an eye of toad. Who do you bring in, a ritual?
Well, like we've already mentioned some of the names, I like to see what they're bringing out tomorrow, kind of thing.
Oh,
and try
right,
and try and look, and go on different platforms and get some good tunes that I'm going to use and put them in get a wee basket there and I put them in. And
do you spend a lot of money?
I'm not going to disclose that.
I know. It's damage, isn't it? You're like, I need that one. I put that one in my basket. I'll put that one in my bag. Right, drop. How much?
Yep. Yeah. Some people top up their Amazon accounts. I've got this other wee basket full of good tracks. So.
Good. Right, so do you have any do you have a routine? When you were away on holiday, I was talking to DJRS on the phone and I was saying she's doing absolutely great. She knows what she's doing. And I says, it would be rude for me when I was doing your filling in for your show. I says it would be rude for me to go and start playing her songs. And I know you left a USB bar, and you says if you're struggling, just use from that. And I'm like, I don't actually know these songs, so I mean, I'm better off just doing what I know rather than do what you know. And I'm like, this takes a lot of time. This takes a lot of research. This takes, How? Because you're bang on in the dates. Most of the tracks, you've got either a wee promo from one of the artists, or you've got it bang on the date.
Yeah.
So
try.
And would you have a system? Like a 4-4-2, 3-5-2? Yeah. How is it you do it?
I'm not going to give away every secret. No. I've got my own wee routine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
by the way, I was going to say as well. I mean, you must be doing really well with your show, because I know there was a guy out there that's doing another internet network over in Belfast, and he approached you as well. And you really appreciated that. But you said that you're kind of learning.
Comfortable, and I'm learning here, and I'm quite comfortable. But it was flattering, but it was really flattering. And as I say, who knows in the future?
Yeah,
but
I'm
comfortable.
Absolutely roasting in this studio, and you tell me to turn off that fan because it was making you cold. That's what you get for being in Gran Canaria with this lovely suntan. So let's move on. I'm sweltering. I am. Right. What has been the most rewarding part of your DJ journey so far? I know you've already mentioned that.
Yeah, I think it's made me USB bar with all my own library of tunes that I've picked and played out.
Where's the best place that you've taken your tunes and sat in the car and thought, I need to think about these?
Well, been up Loch Lomond.
Oh, you told us that before you went to Gran Canaria. You said you went up to Trossachs.
I was up to Trossachs, yeah, and we had the tunes going.
They take the ring turn.
Took the ring turn. I was too engrossed in the music and took the ring turn. Yeah. But I'll take music wherever.
Do you car test everything?
Everything, every single song.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Right. And what is it you're listening? Is it bass? Is it the feel? Is it
everything?
That?
Everything. It's got to give me goosebumps.
Right. So
and it's got to make me. Not get any points in my licence, but it's got to give me that wee feeling.
You said this last year when it was me, you and DJRS in the studio, and you said, my tunes make me go faster.
They do, So I've got to watch my speed limit. Yeah, because they do, or else I forget where I'm going. Yeah, I love it. Yeah. Absolutely love it in the car.
Right, so, I mean, as I'm reading this, I've got a next question. How do you balance your music life, your family life, your personal life, your work life, and finding all this time to get a show that you think your audience will enjoy? So how do you balance it all? So being mum, being work, everything.
I try and kind of split it. Whereas I spend like maybe a few hours. It's me time.
Right.
That's me time, and I'm looking here and there, and as I say, I've got that wee magic basket where I can put them all in and go refer back to it when I find myself a bit of time. Because as you know, I'm busy. So yeah, I've got to make a wee bit of time. But at the end of the day, I want to put out something good on the Friday, and especially I want to put something good out in my car, my wee USB. So yeah, I'll give it the time.
Do you do the kind of cruising with the window down? No,
it depends on the tune.
You just don't see you.
No, you hear me coming.
Right.
Sometimes I've drove into the work car park and it's like, you having a disco in there? Aye, and I've got to remember I work in a nursing home, so I usually wake them up in the morning just driving in. Yeah.
And you told us earlier on there how you pick music that you think the audience would like, and that's a hard thing. Do you just wing it, or as I say, you've got a wee format, so you know, I mean, let me tell you, one week I can be bipolar north and the other week I can be bipolar south. I've listened to your shows. I mean, you can be up there at 180.
Yeah, I have noticed that myself. But that's just, again, that just seems to happen.
No, don't get me wrong. It all runs lovely. It goes fast to slow.
Yeah.
But is there a reason how that happens?
No.
No, it's just what happens.
It just happens.
What's out that week.
Yeah, just what happens.
Aye, good. What have you learned about yourself since starting DJing and also being a host of the primetime show?
Well, I've learned, as I say, some new technical skills, which has amazed my daughter, as I said earlier on in the show. So, I'm learning, which at my age I thought...
Now, one of your daughters are going away to do cyber security.
She is. She's absolutely gobsmacked. As I say, she helps me with my phone. So the fact that I'm up here doing this and editing, and I go home and I'm quite excited because I go home and I tell her what I'm doing and she looks as if to say, really? So I'm shocking her.
I'm happy for you.
I think she'll go to uni knowing that I'm a bit more savvy.
Right. Yeah. Good. And that's the kind of thing as well, Tracy.
It's given me confidence. In other aspects.
We said this looking back a year ago. I mean, you would hardly talk. You would never want to be on camera, and I know you're still not comfortable with camera, but there's too many cameras in here and there's too many cameras flashing, so you're forced, and you just pretend that one over there's not looking at you, and that one.
You're talking about what you mean as a camera.
Yeah. So, what have you learned? What have you learned from being a host? you know, you have got the confidence and
to connect with people that are the listeners.
yeah, I've seen a
To
lot
try
of
and
the
connect with
comments
them.
coming in. I've seen a lot of people giving you the big ups on Mixcloud, Facebook and on your TikToks and saying well done, Tracy.
Yeah,
and you obviously
a
get
lot
your
of
private DMs and stuff, and then people at work and stuff like that who are
they've
rooting
been quite
for you.
supportive. Yeah.
So can I move on to the next? We have got a song coming up very soon, right? So we'll fire through these before we go for the next song. What has been the most rewarding part of your DJ journey so far? Have I asked you?
I think you have. Cause I said my wee USB was my reward.
So you did. Oh, we're on 15, Tracy. I'm away up at number 12 there.
Oh, right.
And my eyes are going googly. How do you see your role in the party then, and what do you hope to bring to the listeners each week?
Right. My role is really, I see myself as bringing some good tunes to the listeners, and I hope they're enjoying it like as much as I am. So as long as they're happy, I'm happy.
Good. And do you get a good bit of feedback? I know the website's starting to be really busy. I'm enjoying that.
There's a lot of support at home kind of thing, at work, friends as well who are telling me that they're enjoying it.
Your show is a belter.
They're asking for shout outs, so
so that has
it proves they're listening.
Yeah, but that's the other thing as well. Don't get me wrong, Tracy. I mean, I used to be a hardcore DJ. I like my bouncy stuff, and you're absolutely nailing it just now, and I'm proud of you. You're taking your time and you're doing your thing. You're doing your thing, man, and you're down with it. I mean, Jings, you were mopping floors and making beds and ironing. That's what you were telling me.
Well, that's what I'm saying, that some days I'm up, as I said, doing my wee shift at work, and wee Tracy's doing her thing, and then coming home, make the Wednesday dinner or whatever, and then
you're putting on your Batman cape.
Next thing you know, you're flinging tunes out left, right and centre.
You put on the mask of the Care Bear.
Yeah.
Right, so number 16, can you share a memorable moment from one of your shows that made you realise you were on the right path?
Right, so did I not mention this earlier? I think it was seeing the Colours Fest lineup.
Oh right,
and going, that artist I played, I've been playing that artist, and I just thought, I must be on the right path.
Right, okay. I mean, I like that, Tracy, and I dig that as well, because I mean, the Colours Fest lineup this year was a belter. The video footage just was off the scale, and the guys at Colours are doing an absolute fantastic job of bringing a breed of old, new.
I mean, if it was
mixing it all
if it had
together.
been down to me planning it, that's exactly how I would have had on it.
But really? And then, I mean, you can't argue with that, right? You can. If I was going to put on a gig, that's what I would have put on, and it was amazing to see that. And you kind of went, I take some credit in that, and the only reason that you take some credit is because you don't know these guys, and it was just off your own ears and all of that stuff, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
Kimmick are massive, Symmetrics are massive, Shugs, David Rust, all of these guys absolutely banging the tunes. And as a young guy that you're playing an awful lot, I say there's two guys that you play, Lee Keenan and
Gio McD.
And you play quite a lot of them, so I mean you'll push, and you would like to see them on flyers as well. I take it you like your music. As a young boy, I don't know if you know much about him. I've been watching him. Murky is his name.
I've seen him.
Yeah, he's doing loads of live sets. He's doing that kind of faster stuff that you like to play as well. Yeah, and I seen a wee TikTok of him, and I thought, I'm going to say to Tracy, does she know about him and stuff?
Yeah, I've seen him.
You're already on the ball.
I have played some American stuff.
Yeah. Right, so where are we? What question are we on? We're down to 17. This is the last one, because we're going to go to a song. Right, so we'll do this one, we'll go to a song. What advice would you give to someone wanting to start in DJing? I know you've only got 14 months experience and you're still learning in the process, but you went from being mum to spinning the tunes now. So what advice, as I say, we'll do this again, what advice would you give to someone who is just starting out DJing, especially someone who is passionate about music for a long time and has never taken the plunge like yourself?
Right. you need to find somebody with a bit of patience with you. Yeah. I'm still looking.
Sure, I'm as patient as I can.
No, I know, yeah. I know sometimes.
Right.
So, yeah, but you need somebody...
Patience.
No, you need somebody that's patient and is going to teach you at your pace, because you can't rush these kind of things. You've got to do it step by step, especially if you want to do it right. So it is a learning experience, so you've got to enjoy it. So to enjoy it, you need somebody...
I think that's the main thing.
Yeah, but you need somebody to teach you with a bit of fun.
A
wee bit of fun, but also...
And a carry on.
Nothing too serious, but at the end of the day...
Right, so I get to spend little time per week with you on focusing on DJing, and I always drop in this wee thing. What is the thing that I say that you hate? This week we're going to...
Oh, learn something new. And no, and it's usually I'm flung in. It's, I come up and it's like, right, so this is what you're going to learn today, and I'm just remembering what I had to learn last week. And he's gave me something else.
But it's slowly, and then we take a wee pause, and we let you digest it all. And then, like I said, you were away there in 2 weeks, so we had to do a wee quick and we didn't need a refresher, because you've got it, memory muscle, so it's there. A lot.
Again, repetitiveness, it makes it kind of sink in.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes.
Right, so we're going to go to a wee tune, and I really appreciate you listening to us. We're interviewing the Care Bear, aka Tracy, live from the primetime show from the Party Den. It's the summer sessions, get to know your DJ. You've got another wee song that we're asking you to pick, and your second song tonight is...
It's Symmetric and Caroline.
Oh, what a tune. Here it is, and but wait, before we go to this tune, why?
Well, listen to it and you'll know as soon as you hear it.
It's an absolute belter. Here's Caroline live on the Party Den on a Friday night. You're live back with the Care Bear and G-Force interviewing the host of the primetime show live at www.thepartyden.co.uk. That's right. We have to promote our website because we're spending a lot of time on it. You can actually get this interview. You can get that on your page tomorrow morning. You also can get it on a rerun on Mixcloud's server from 1 a.m. and you'll be able to get it on our website from 12:30. I don't know. First. Right, so Tracy, we've got a couple of more questions. We've got one more song I absolutely love. Oh, Caroline, where is my Caroline? Yes. It makes you feel like you want to run through the woods, doesn't it?
Okay.
Hunting her down. Caroline! But see, I used to have this scary thing, Tracy, about Caroline. It used to be, Caroline, go to the light, Caroline! For the Portuguese, scared the living daylights out of me. Right, so we're going to head into the future section. We've only got three songs. We've only got three questions in the future section, and let's go for it. Where do you see your DJing career going in the next few years?
Well, we'll just wait and see. I think.
Move over, Billy Gillis.
Bye, Cassie. No, I'm only kidding. No, we'll just see where it goes. I think we'll just see where it goes.
Yeah,
I think.
You're enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
Picking the tunes, and your skills are obviously going to get more enhanced. You're going to
a bit more confidence. See where it goes.
Right, do you
enjoy it?
I spoke about this earlier on in the interview, Tracy. I've got loads of toys now, and the thing, I didn't. Don't put the eyes like that, right? Musical toys.
I know what you mean.
Right, so I've got lots of toys, and the Geminis, Gemini's 900 MDJ 900s is your wee tool, which are the exact same replicas of the Pioneer 3, the Mark 3s out there for the nightclubs. I don't even know the name of them, but that is the industry standard, and these are replicas though, and this is the toy that you like playing with. Now me, I like this, it's under the lid. I like the tractor, I like the PC DJing, I can do loads of hot cues and sampling and stuff like that. But you have learnt these wee ones quite well, and you're
I've not broke them yet. I'm only kidding. No, they're aye.
Right, so where do you see your DJ career going in the next few years?
Well, like I said, just see how it goes. Just hopefully somewhere. Where it'll take us, who knows? It's up to the listeners.
Into the Dog and Duck on a Friday night. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Care Bear. Hello.
No, who knows?
You've been banging the tunes. You've been banging the tunes as the confidence goes. And it's a hard question. It's been only 14 months.
That's what I'm saying. If you'd asked me if I'd been here a few years ago,
out in the middle of the sea,
no.
looking for land. How far is a bit of string? But yeah, I get it. You're just happy
just
doing what you do. You're enjoying
it.
doing the show. The show's got a lot of traction. People will get bored. They'll not get bored. They'll come back. So it's just a travelling circus in a sense.
Yeah.
You're enjoying it.
Yeah.
That kind of answers itself. Are you hot in here?
I'm starting to get a bit sweaty here. Yeah.
I thought it was just me.
Hot stuff.
Are there any particular styles or genre of music you like to explore more deeply in the future?
I think, good question. Probably where I'm going now, just to see what.
Well, you like to go at the hard edge.
Yeah, well that's what I'm saying.
Well, you only kind of tip your
I tip my toe in the water a wee bit, and I think, that's all. Yeah.
Because there's been a few times that I've watched the chat room chat, and Robert's like, "Oofed."
Aye, so far nothing. Oofed. Yeah, but I will. Who knows? I mean, I'm open to anything really.
Yeah. Do you like trance?
Yeah.
Oh, you like trance? Yeah. Oh, well, you do because you play that
do.
Billy Betsy. That's a belter. A big trance.
I think I've got quite a
broad range.
Uh-huh.
A broad range. Yeah. I know you said this at the beginning, and no disrespect to DGRS, you were unsure about the style of music because it was sometimes a wee bit more experimental and his progressive stuff. But now
at
you're
the very start, I get it now. I seem to get it, and I'm like, oh, that's cracking. Or I'm asking him, what's that tune?
What's it?
Yeah. So there's some really, really, really good tracks he's been playing. And
do you like heavy metal?
No. I can't.
No. You like pop music?
Yeah.
Well, do you?
Yeah,
well, you've played. I remember I was listening to one night at Life yours, and you played some sort of no.
Calm down. Absolutely love it.
What is she playing? And it's turned out to be a TikTok banger.
Yep. Yeah, I actually heard it when I was on K3R.
Oh, did you?
Yep, we heard it playing over there.
Right,
yeah, still getting played. Love it.
Well, Tracy, I really appreciate you. I know you need to get yourself cracking on this Friday night. I've got some cracking tunes as well, some old school bangers on the way as well. I really appreciate you taking your time and not running out the studio as soon as you finish.
You're welcome.
I've got one more question for you.
Right.
Who's the best DJ in the world? No. What are your long-term goals with the party then, and do you have any dreams beyond the show that you're aiming for? Reach for the stars. Reach.
I've already said we'll see where it goes. I'm comfortable. I'm still learning, so who knows where my new skills where that could lead.
Jake, you could do. You could do the radio like GBX.
Absolutely. One day, aye. Absolutely. They're older than me. So somebody's got to step in the shoes sometime. So we'll see.
I know you're only carrying on. You got a lot of respect for George and his lady Elaine. Is it Ellen? Elaine.
Aye.
I know. So there you go. Aye.
And we Cassie too. I mean, before my USB days, that's who I listened to in the morning. But yeah, I listen to me now. I know, I do. I still check in with George and Cassie in the mornings.
Good stuff. Brilliant.
Hear the travel report on the way to work.
Right, and I usually asked, when I do interviews, Tracy, I asked them to give me their guru point. Have you got any advice for anybody wanting to do what you're doing? And I know that you are a domestic
Mum.
and a mum, and also this wee Care Bear, which you're absolutely loving. But is there any advice for anybody out there who wants to do, is your age and wants to just do the same thing?
Again, just go for it. Try it first, and then see where it takes you. Yeah, you might surprise yourself, because I know I have. I've surprised myself and a few other people.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and that's us done with the 20 questions. Right, can I just add a couple more? Just one. Who's your favourite band?
Oh, favourite band of all time or the now?
Oh, all time.
Mm. Well, TTF
are up there.
probably one of them.
Were you a TTF or an Ultrasonic?
Oh, TTF.
Were you a TTF fan?
But
yeah. You love me, Ultrasonic, I know you say there's no an old school song out there that does what Obsession does.
That is... I don't think anything will ever be.
It's a timeless classic, isn't it?
Absolutely. Even more so now.
Yeah.
Even more so.
And I know the guys are doing a big party, and they're doing a big remix thing for the Obsession. Ocean and Lee is going to be doing something with my Ultrasonic. George Bowie's supporting them and doing great things. So so Tracy, I would really appreciate the time and say thank you for doing this interview.
Thanks for having me.
And I'll let you get cracking. But we've got one more thing to ask before you go. You're going to play out with a finale song. What is the song that you're going to be doing? Oh, she's away looking because she forgot.
It's been a long night.
So what song are we going to play out? I'm going to thank you once again, much appreciated. I hope you've enjoyed listening to the Care Bear. She's been absolutely fun. And what song are we playing out with?
We're going to go with Kimmick and No Come Down.
And this is the one you were talking about?
This is the one. This is the shh.
Right.
This is the one to look out for.
So I'll let you introduce it.
Right, so this is Kimmick and No Come Down.